All right, so today's my final prediction video of 2020, top 5. Okay, today's my National League ERA leaders, top 5 for 2020. The video before this I did the American League. I've also done save leaders, both leagues. I've done wins leaders, both leagues. I'm looking at my book here. And then I've done home runs, batting average, and RBIs. They're all in the description down below. So if you're a baseball fan, you like videos like that, make sure you take a look and please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. For my new viewers, welcome to the channel. For my regulars, you guys are the best. Thank you always. And hit that notification next to it so you don't miss videos I'm going to be putting out moving forward. And one's going to be a doozy. In a couple weeks, I'm going to do my 2020 trade deadline predictions. And that's always a good video. Trade deadline this year has been moved to August 31st. So, and I know some teams are going to make some significant moves, even in a shortened season. And the way I look at it, in the shortened season, power is going to really play. Power is going to dominate. Power pitching, power hitting. Particularly in a 60-game season, where fatigue is not as big of an issue as it is in a 162-game season. So you'll see some gaudy numbers from some people, maybe some unexpected people as well. So I do see teams making some significant moves in the at the trading deadline. So you're not going to want to miss that video. So please hit that notification and the subscribe button. And I thank you for your support. I want to continue growing this channel. And please hit the thumbs up, everybody. It really helps YouTube and its algorithm help promote the video. And I want to continue growing this channel into one of the best channels. And right now, it's an up-and-coming channel still, from a fan, for the fan, but I want to do some things to make it more poppy and more flashy over time. And once the channel becomes monetized, I want to get some stuff to help me do that. So I appreciate your support either way. Let's get to the nitty-gritty, the top 5. Okay, I have a tie for 5th. Wade Miley from the Cincinnati Reds on a hugely improved team with an improved pitching rotation, bullpen, and a significantly improved batting lineup, and they're going to be in contention to win the division and the NL Central. I have them tied with Zach Wheeler of the Philadelphia Phillies, also on a new team, an improved team in the NL East, which is going to be also one of the more competitive and strong leagues this year in 2020. He got a heck of a lineup to protect them, and he's got a solid bullpen, although they need another piece in the bullpen, I think. But he's also a part of a pretty solid rotation. So not as strong as the Mets, but I think stronger than the Mets this year because they're also down Noah Syndergaard from Tommy John surgery. So, and I think Phillies have a much better lineup than the Mets do. I have them both with a 3.18 ERA. And keep in mind, too, stuff like batting average and ERA is going to fluctuate more this year because you don't have tons of games to kind of gradually move things up or down. They're going to fluctuate more in a shortened season, so you'll see big jumps. But I have them getting a 3.18 ERA, and like I said, they're Wheeler especially, he's a power pitcher, so throws really hard. I see him having a solid year this year. Number 4, stud pitcher Walker Buehler from the Los Angeles Dodgers, consistently defending or competing for a world championship every year. One of the better, most balanced teams in baseball, with the addition of Mookie Betts and David Price. Even though Price is opting out this year for safety reasons due to COVID, I have him getting a 3.14 ERA. Still a very solid ERA. And again, remember, I think power is going to dominate this year. So he's my number 4. Number 3, Madison Bumgarner of the hugely improved Arizona Diamondbacks team. I think he's going to fit right in. I think he's going to pitch well. They have a young nucleus. They have an improving team as well. And I think them and San Diego actually are going to be eventually clicking, approaching the footsteps of the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're not there yet, but he makes a huge improvement. He makes Arizona much better. I have him getting a 3.12 ERA. And he's a consistent performer. So then he's healthy. He's in a much better team. And I think he's going to be revitalized. Number 2, low ERA guy every year, Clayton Kershaw. You have him with Buehler. You have him with this kid Dustin May, some of these other folks in the LA Dodgers rotation. Provided he stays healthy, I have him getting a 2.91 ERA. But even when he comes back, and from back spasms or whatever, he always puts up a low ERA. So I still have him getting 2.91 against now 1.75 that we're used to, or 2.21, but this guy's career ERA, I think, is under 2.3. So with a 2.91 ERA, I can definitely see him doing it. And he's got the same protection that Walker Buehler has, that Dustin May has in that lineup. So, and the complementary pieces in the bullpen, too. They could put him in a position to win. So, 2 guys from the same team on this list. And number 1, I have a tie, like I did for number 5. Jacob Degrom two-time defending Cy Young Award winner. He's always a low ERA guy. Even though he's won the Cy Young with 10 wins and 11 wins, his ERA is always low. And I don't really see that changing. He's still a top power pitcher and one of the best pitchers in the National League and in top 5 in baseball. I have him tied with the other Bulldog low ERA Cy Young monster, Max Scherzer, from the Washington Nationals, defending world champs. Even though he gave up 4 runs opening day to the Yankees, still struck out like 11 or 12 guys. His obviously, his power's there. The Bulldog mentality's there. He's healthy, and again, he's another guy that'll, he goes through these stretches like Degrom or like Garrett Cole. So, he'll throw 6, 8, or 10 games straight where he gives up 0 to 1 runs. And all of a sudden, the ERA tanks, and he's got 180 strikeouts in a 60-game season or whatever it is. I could see that happening. So Jacob Degrom and Max Scherzer I both have with a 2.78 ERA. Those are my ties for number 1. Absolute stud pitchers. So that's my list. Let me know what you think. Please hit that thumbs up, by the way. It would be greatly helpful. And your support is greatly appreciated too. So hit that subscribe button and notification next to it. I'm going to be putting out more great videos moving forward. Folks that have recommendations, I do have somebody that made a recommendation today of a summary of games. So if anybody wants a daily summary of the Yankee games or a recap of the Yankee games, I'm going to start doing that. And if anybody has other recommendations, I will try to accommodate as many as I possibly can. Your feedback's always welcome in the comment section. I respond to everybody. And, it's only going to help make the channel better. So thank you all for that. With that, be safe out there. Look out for each other, and I will talk to you guys soon.